Anthony Hartwig here with a Boardman volleyball player profile. We are joined by another senior on the team, one of three, Sadie Satterfield. Sadie, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us today.
Of course, I'm so excited.
Like we said, one of three seniors. This is your last kind of chance to make a big impact on this volleyball team. What are some things that you're really looking forward to this season?
As a senior, I'm really excited to be able to have the biggest leadership role. Obviously, last year I was on the court all the time, so I had a big part in that. But this year, I mean, there's no one else to look up to, so I'm really excited to help all the underclassmen and just continue being a leader on the court.
I like that answer because you have kind of been a leader before on this team because, like you said, you were on the court almost all the time last year. So you were definitely a leader, whether you were a senior or not. But now it's a little bit different as a senior. You are asked a little bit more, especially on like the emotional leadership side. What kind of things have changed about your leadership styles this year?
This year, I think that it's just going to be important to make sure my attitude and positivity is up all the time because there's no one else for the underclassmen to look at. I think a lot last year people told me that they looked up to me as a positive role model. So it's just going to be important to me to really, I guess, keep a good attitude and tell everyone that we need to keep it calm and keep it connected on the court.
Leadership is not something that you're just kind of stumble into. You're taught how to be a leader. Who are some people in your life, whether it be former players or whether it be coaches, whether it be people in your everyday life, who taught you how to be a leader?
I think I look up to my brother a lot when it comes to being a leader. He's 3 years older than me, and he was a senior when I was in freshman. And so we swam together for Boardman, and he was always just such an impactful leader. Like, he was obviously such a great swimmer, so he was always like doing these amazing challenges and like going to the highest levels and telling everyone else that they could do it too. And he honestly just really made me believe that
You
doing
are the
what you
sec-
want to do is.
you are the second volleyball player we've talked to that is also swim and dive. Is there something to that? Is there something that helps you in volleyball with the swim and dive? Is there a pattern I'm picking up here?
I mean, I think it's pure athleticism. Swim and dive takes a lot of commitment, time, being just an all around athlete. So I think that's pretty important.
So obviously you're going to have a busy fall and winter. What are some things that you're excited about just senior year in general and all the things that you're going to do for the last time at Boardman High School? I know obviously we're talking about volleyball here, but there has to be other things that you're just kind of excited about during the senior season.
Yeah, honestly, I'm really excited to just take all the time in with my friends. I feel like when this summer hit, I just realized how much I don't see as many people during the summer as I do in school. So I'm just going to try and take in all of the time I have with my friends and my classes, just do my best and keep up with my academics. I'm just really excited to have another good school year. I really like school and putting my best into all that I do there.
We know that a lot of seniors kind of put in a lot of work junior year to kind of be able to have a lot of hard classes taken care of by the time their senior year hits. Are you in that boat? Are you kind of in this mode where a lot of your harder classes are done and now senior year is just about kind of checking the boxes, or do you still have some tough classes to take care of?
I think definitely this year I have less hard classes. Last year I was taking a few that took up all my time and were very dedicated classes. But this year I just have like one AP and then I'm taking like physics, which is not as bad as I think it's gonna have to seem to be. So I'm honestly really excited. I think it's gonna be like more chill this year, to be honest.
The other thing we talk to a lot of seniors about is when it starts to kick in the mind that it's their senior year. When is it for you? I mean, is it already kind of settled in that it's your senior year, or do you think it won't really hit you until your last couple volleyball games?
I think that in terms of being like sad, it won't hit me in for like a while. But honestly, like after the last school year ended, for some reason, maybe it was because of the course load I was taking, but I felt like I was honestly done with high school then. So the fact that I still have another year kind of surprises me. Like, I don't know. I feel like I was ready to be done already. But the sad part definitely hasn't kicked in yet, but it'll probably be like near senior night, I'll be in tears.
Sadie sitting there like trying to graduate early after her
Yeah.
junior year, like I'm out of here. When you talk about senior night, you know how you're going to handle it more than anybody. Like, what do you think is going to go through your head on senior night? How do you think you're going to handle those emotions?
I think I'm just gonna try and, like I said before, take it all in. I mean, I've watched three groups of seniors graduate before me and going through their senior night. I mean, there was just so many tears, and obviously I'm gonna try and keep it together to play, but yeah, it's just gonna be a surreal moment. I mean, volleyball has been such a large part of my life. It's been since seventh grade. I just picked it up and held on to it. So it's definitely gonna be super sad, but I'm really excited to play and take in all the people because everyone's gonna be there and it's just gonna be so fun.
Luckily, that's a while away. You have
Yeah.
a lot of volleyball to play before you hit that point. We're talking to some of your teammates, and they're all saying how they want to make this season really fun. They feel like this team is a fun group of girls, and they just want to make sure not only that they go out there and they're executing the way they want to, but they want to make sure they're having fun this year. So, from that perspective, tell us what's so fun about this team, and such a fun part about being a Boardman volleyball player.
I think what's so fun about Boardman volleyball currently is that we're all such good friends. I think when even the freshmen coming up, they're now sophomores, the new freshmen that are coming in, we're just so welcoming to them. That's something that I didn't get as much as a freshman. So I think we're just really good at connecting with all of the people on our team and just being such good friends. We have all these team bonding activities, and during practice, it's always just like picking each other up. And that really translates to games. It's like if you're having more fun and then like someone makes a mistake, they're going to brush it off so easily, and it's just going to be way better to just move on and go to the next play. And that's just what volleyball is all about. So it's really good to have fun and just be friends with everyone you're playing with.
You've been with Coach Calvin for a while, as a freshman. She was a JV coach. Now, obviously, this is her third year as the varsity coach. What has it meant to you to be, under her, and what is it going to be like one last season with her as your coach?
I'm honestly so grateful to have Coach Calvin as my coach. She was like this breath of fresh air. She was unlike any of the coaches that I was with. And then still to this day, she's just so positive and she likes to like keep our players relaxed. It's not about like being serious all the time because that's not going to help everyone all the time. She knows that when it's a big moment, you need to step up, and she likes to tell us to just take a deep breath and start playing. The nerves are good because it means you care, but it's all about having fun, and that's what's going to help us in the long run. So she's just been such a great leader and impactful coach to me because she's just beyond words. I mean, I just love her.
What part of your game do you think she's had the most hand in making you better at?
I would have to say she's honestly helped my leadership a lot. She's told me since day one, I mean, in little private meetings or in front of the team, she's told me specifically that I've just been a great like voice leader on the court. And that's just like brings my confidence up. And I know that without her, like I wouldn't have been able to feel comfortable stepping into a leadership role. And so ever since sophomore year, stepping on the varsity court, she's just like made me feel so comfortable with the team, even when I was nervous as an underclassman playing on varsity. Like I had such a leading role because of speaking up, and I wouldn't have been able to feel like I could do that if it wasn't for her.
Being loud and vocal on the court is obviously so important in volleyball, but it's not something that everyone is good at. It's something that you really have to kind of lean into. What got you so good at that part of volleyball? Have you always been kind of a loud vocal person, or do you think you had to kind of grow into this person that's always talking on the court?
Well, me as a person in general, I am very loud and vocal, but on the court, I honestly think that everyone has their role. So me being super loud is helpful because I'm in the back row. I can call plays that are going to happen. I can see what's going on in the court, which is like easier for me as a back row player. But I think that it's honestly just really important for me to speak up because I feel like part of my position. I think that when I came onto the team, that was one of the greatest things I could give is just being loud and being so positive to everyone and helping everyone out. So I think that that's honestly why I decided to just like be such a loud person. But I think that me being loud helps other people on the court that it's not that they don't want to be loud, but it's just like not in their nature. I think that it just helps them feel more comfortable because it's like, well, if there's someone talking, it's like they just feel better about not having to talk themselves.
What about your future after high school? What are some things that are on the horizon of things you want to do when you graduate?
Yeah, so I think that I've actually done a lot of college tours recently, like in the past week or so. I definitely want to go into biology, chemistry, possibly biochemistry as a major. I don't really know where I want to go. I'm not going to go too far, I don't think. Probably somewhere in Ohio, maybe like 2 hours away, if anything. But I have not decided on a university because I'm just not really sure where I want to go yet. My mom and my dad really want me to go to Kent State, and my brother goes there, and I toured there, and it's really nice, but I'm just not sure about that yet. But definitely want to major in something, go into the medical field later in life.
Yeah, I was about to say, it sounds like even though your family's pushing you to Kent State, it sounds like maybe you might want to be a little bit different, and maybe you might want to break the mold a little bit. Take us a little peek behind the curtain. Who's your front runner? Like, who's the one campus that you've visited so far that you would say is your favorite?
I mean, okay, as much as I just said that I don't know if I want to go to Kent State, I honestly think their campus was really nice. I really like their housing and their dorms. I think that all of that is like front runner for sure. I mean, yesterday I just visited West Virginia University and it's super big and I really like it and I like that it's a big school, but their campus wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. I mean, I've been there a bunch of times, but like going on a true campus tour, it just wasn't as much as I thought it was going to be.
Sadie Satterfield throwing shade at the Mountaineers. We love it. All the Pitt fans out there are cheering really loud for that answer because obviously that's a big rivalry. When you think about the lasting legacy you want to leave at Boardman, what are some things that you want the players of the future to kind of take from being your teammate?
I think that what I really want to show the freshmen and the underclassmen to carry on when I leave is probably just the idea of becoming friends with everyone on the team. I honestly like this is such just a big part of being on the Boardman volleyball team. It's just being friends with everyone. I mean, if someone needs a ride, just give them a ride. If someone needs something like, oh, let's go to Dunkin', like, okay, I'll pay for your drink, like stuff like that. It's honestly just being best friends with everyone. It makes everything so much more fun. I mean, you can't play on the court with people you don't like. It's just not going to work very well. As much as it's not about like being friends, it really is. Like, I just think that when I leave, I hope everyone just continues to have so much fun, out to eat after practice, go out to eat after games. I just hope everyone continues to be such good friends.
All right, you heard it here, Boardman Volleyball. Duncan is on Sadie, so make sure you take her up on that. And if she says no, pull up this interview. Be like, right there, you said it. You said it.
Yeah.
Sadie, we want to end this interview by giving you the chance to kind of thank your support system and the people in your life and shine a light on them because we know that you couldn't do it by yourself. So who are those people in your life that you think really deserve a shout out and some flowers before you kind of pack it up and call it quits on volleyball?
Absolutely. I definitely want to thank my parents. My mom and dad literally go with me to every single club tournament. They come to every single game that they can come to. They literally have supported me this entire thing since 7th grade. I just love them so much. My grandparents for coming to my games all the time. They have a 2.5 hour drive and they come to a bunch of games and support me. My brother, when he can come, he supports me. He plays volleyball with me in the front yard sometimes if he's home. And honestly, all of my friends on the team and all my friends outside of the team for coming to the games, supporting me, and just helping me become the player I am today.
Sadie, we want to thank you so much for coming on, talking to us about your senior season. We hope that it goes as far as it possibly can, and we can't wait to talk to you real soon.
Yep. Thank you so much.